Hi everybody, it's Tsubaki here. Hope you all are doing good. Actually, finally getting around to doing this voiceover. If you're on my Twitch, you probably saw this live, I hope, me actually painting my weeks while I was going back and forth on journaling. But yeah, so I think many of you guys saw my Sibone YouTube short, which was so amazing to actually go to the pop-up and get things firsthand. So you guys all saw that I got the strawberry weeks. That was my main choice anyway, but thanks to me discussing with friends that hey, I wanted to paint this, um I came to the cute conclusion that like, they gave me this great idea to actually paint it as a strawberry milk container, like actual strawberry milk. So, yeah, I just want to show you guys the process of me using this textile paint, which has been pretty well loved at this point. If you're wondering what brand it is, Jacquard textile color. I've been using it on a lot of canvas and my bags. So, I did check, the material for the Hobonichi Weeks, and yeah, I was just like, hey, this should work. Now, this is the first time I'm doing this, so, I'm winging it greatly, but that's all in the fun, right? So yeah, you're gonna actually see me just like section it off because I wanted to really get like the some straight lines for the white here just to try to make that Japanese Meiji strawberry milk carton as much as possible. Also, this also helped me at least try to get a feel for if I ever wanted to do this again, which I feel like I will. So, by the way, this is the first time I think in a very long time that I had just a plain colored weeks. I mostly have gotten collabs previously. You can't blame me. So many of them are cute. 2025, I have like Paddington. I remember before when I was trying to do 2 weeks, I know one of them was Astro Boy. I had the Stife Weeks, um, at least for I believe it was 2019. But yeah, no, and I had the Kanahei Weeks for 1 year. I love it. Love how cute those designs are. But yeah, this is like the first time, and I'm really, as far as I remember, that I've actually chose a solid color weeks for once. I believe I did have another solid color weeks before, but it wasn't the regular one. It was actually, I think, the smooth leather. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you really want to, I guess, see the entire backlog of Hobonichi Weeks. That might be really, really interesting to do. But then I think that might just domino effect into like all the other covers and stuff I have. So who knows? Maybe I'll like put it up in sections. That might be a great idea. It's like here's all the weeks in the weeks wallets I have, and then maybe we'll try to do all the A6 covers. I only have like one A5, but yeah, I'll figure it out. So yeah, do not mind the sound alerts. This is from my Twitch stream, so please do shimmy on over to Twitch .tv at slash Tsubaki X star. And I've mostly just been streaming or at least doing all my stationery stuff and my little art projects on Saturday. Um, Trying to keep it around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But please note, my life is pretty hectic, so sometimes I do run a tad bit late. Also, I think just for some context with all this paint, if you don't at least follow me on I know I got a lot of things, Substack and Ko-fi, all that good stuff. But I've gotten into a real customization mood. I don't really know how this came about, besides the fact that I was like, look, things are kind of expensive, unfortunately. It would be nice to buy things, but I can't. So I just kind of want to make do with what I have and maybe decorate it. So, this has basically bled into everything in like in the best way possible. Because not only did I paint the bags I use quite regularly, which has only made them like really made me appreciate them more. But also like a lot of people be like, "Wow, you did that?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, just put some paint to the canvas." Like literally. But no, it's been like a really fun ride, just actually being like put my pedal to the metal with just customizing all my stuff. I know it is probably a bit of a privilege to do this because, at the time you pay for all the supplies and the brushes, still tad bit of money, but honestly, it was pretty worth it. Um, these textile paints, you could use them for quite a bit of projects and you still wouldn't have used them all up. I haven't actually purchased or at least not have re-upped on colors yet, so take that as you will. But no, as you can see, I'm not being gentle with the paint. I am putting it down because I just really want it to be colored. I do wonder if other people have ever considered just painting their Hobonichi Weeks. I mean, if as long as it's just a regular fabric one, you could, just use some pretty affordable paint to, color it however you want, design it however you please. Oh yeah, I didn't want to ruin the 2026, so that's why I did tape it up. I did find it interesting that they kind of made it purple for the Strawberry Weeks. Kind of wish they made it red, but then I feel like I'm only wishing that because it would have fit the strawberry milk carton theme. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This year had a lot of cute, really cute designs that I can't believe I stopped myself from buying, to be perfectly honest here. Because a little my if like weeks is so cute, probably would have actually bought it, but I also had a very hard budget on myself, so and I was just like, look, I have to use up what I have, so might as well get to painting. In fact, as I'm talking, I'm painting a little bit too. So I'm just trying to use up my supplies. By the way, I bought like all this paint from Blix, and I think it basically comes, well, depending on the color, it's either like four and change or like five and change per paint. And you like don't even really need that much area. A little bit of a time skip because I did let it dry before I decided to try to attempt to do straight lines. I know. I tried my best with the gold. Also, I'm not even doing like an exact one-to-one of the Japanese strawberry milk carton. I just mostly took some like major details of it and just tried my best. So I noticed that it had like two lines on the like top and bottom of the main white portion of it. So I wanted to try to keep that as best as possible. It was a great idea to put the gold in this little squeeze bottle. Really helps with like these little small details I keep adding with gold. By the way, this is speeded up from the original pacing I was going. Because I think in total it did take me over an hour to do this, but I was flip-flopping between doing multiple other things. Oh yeah, so I actually wanted to keep that little indication arrow that is on the milk carton that says, where you're supposed to, do a little maneuver to open it. So that's what this is. I must say I did a really good red arrow. Okay, but just a note, I did not know how I was gonna fit the Japanese for open on here, so I just decided to put it in English because I'm just like I could definitely fit four letters here. Just probably not the hiragana too well. While we watch me to attempt to do lettering, I just wanted to let y'all know that, this week's before tax was like $34, right? And then after tax it was like 37 and change and that's USD, in case people really wanted to know how much it was. By the way, and it did come with the Hobonichi Jetstream pen, which is why I really hope they do the pop-up again because the only other way we could have gotten the pen was to actually, go on the official website and order from them directly. But due to how international shipping is, yeah, I have unfortunately stopped doing group orders on the original website. I mean, I still love to look at it to see like what they have, but hard times call for, yeah, drastic measures, I guess. I think that's how that goes. Okay, I did decide to keep the like the Ichi Go, which is strawberry for in Japanese on this because I felt like I could at least try to do a decent job at placing it. I think overall the only things I really omitted from it was branding name because I didn't want to, just wanted to make it like a general thing, not like this is straight up this brand. I think if you just Google search, Japanese strawberry milk, you'll probably find the reference. Anyway, not me Googling for references. Overall, it is search engine. My other idea for the 2026 was that I could have painted around it, but I don't know. It's pretty. It would have required a lot more precision than I was willing to um put put forward with. Yes, I actually decided to do the back as well because I wanted this to be um kind of coherent. I'm not gonna lie, the back is a tad bit scruffed, but look, I'm not worried about it. I just wanted to have some fun. I feel like next time I should like really secure the tape a little bit better if possible if I decide to do this again. Is either that I should have maybe next time if I do this, I'll definitely take it in more dedicated sections. It's just that it will absolutely take up more time. Yeah, so I think if you do look up that strawberry milk carton reference, you probably would have noticed that there was two strawberries, but I decided to take some creative liberties and actually make one of them into a Tsubaki. So, you obviously know it's mine. I actually think the little strawberry and Tsubaki came out so cute. I just do wonder if they're gonna have another drink colored weeks. So maybe, who knows, I can make another one like this and just keep having like a whole every year just do another drink. Also, do my eyes deceive me? Am I almost actually done with this green? I'm telling you, it actually takes really long to use up this fabric paint. Because unless you're trying to paint like several bags at a time, this is probably going to be in your stash for a hot minute. I've been trying to let my friends know that it is available if they wish to, paint their own stuff. So at the end of the day, it is a lot better if it could be used instead of probably it's in a bag somewhere. I must say, even though I only kept it to three colors, I feel like it was genius because I'm like the gold for little strawberry seeds. I feel like it really made it pop out so well. Total big brain moment. Good job, me. Even though I have painted so much, I still somehow always go back to doing some touch-ups. Basically what I'm doing here. Anyway, do let me know. Would you actually be willing to paint your planners in general, and especially paint your Hobonichi Weeks if you did get one or are thinking about getting one or had one previously, let me know. Besides that, I am trying to figure out if I am gonna put a clear cover on this. I haven't put a cover on these in years because I do have it in my Stife Hobonichi wallet, so I kind of don't want the plastic rubbing up against the natural leather, especially when it gets hot. It might, start sticking pretty weirdly. But do let me know how you like this. Hopefully I'll try to post more of my little art projects on here, my little stationery customization art projects. There's just so much I could do and even more paint to use up. Yeah, we're coming to the close here. But thank you guys for watching this entire thing. Do feel free to check out my Ko-Fi, still also under the same name, Tsubaki X Star, and maybe also check out my Twitch to try to see when I go live and see my next project. Either way, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you awesome people later.